What's up, YouTube? Lions Den here. Welcome to and happy Halloween for each and every one of you guys. Make sure if you go out on Halloween night, trick or treating or going to parties, be safe. I'm going to let you know have a happy and safe Halloween for this important event. So, I want to welcome you guys, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you like this live stream, share this live stream, and because I'm going to talk about a few issues on this Halloween night. And I think three more important issues we're going to talk about. Definitely going to talk about the Kanye West situation. We definitely want to talk about Roland Martin, threatening black people not to vote for. I mean, it threatening black people that if you vote for Democrat, then Republicans ain't gonna give you. You know what? I'm gonna talk about that, and I'm gonna be talking about other stuff that's happening. This is just basically crazy that's happening like all of last week. So I'm gonna wait for more people to come on in on this Halloween night on October 31st, and the rest of the week is the first week of November. So, like I said, if you're new to the channel, make sure you like, click, and subscribe. And make sure you click the notification bell for all the news, commentary, and all the live streams that I'm about to do. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna wait for a lot of people to come on in because I know people are gonna be on other YouTubers. I think it's the live streams. Um, there's other live streams going on right now. I believe Information Man having a live stream as well. Not quite sure, but what I'm gonna do right now, I'm just gonna wait for people to tune in and come on in. So to enjoy this, we're gonna have a great Halloween for those of you that don't know. There's a lot of stuff is going on. A lot of stuff is happening. You know, whether it's entertainment, whether it's just so stuff is going on. It's just crazy. So we're just gonna wait and see. We're gonna wait for people to come on in, ladies and gentlemen. And I am streaming live on StreamYard for those of you that don't know, which means I can invite people to come on in, and we're probably talking about other issues that if you have any questions, you can I can bring you in if you want to have questions or if you want to be on my show. I can definitely will bring you in. We can talk about a lot of stuff, but it's so much stuff is going on, and I guess now we're gonna have we're gonna have a conversation about it. So with that being said, we're gonna wait for a lot of people to come on in today. So this is Halloween. And for those of you who just tune in, I would like to wish you guys a happy and safe Halloween. And I hope, like I said, if you're taking your kids trick or treating, make sure that check the candies and make sure ain't nothing go in it, so that kids won't be hurt by it actually. But it's a lot of stuff going on, ladies and gentlemen, and we're gonna wait for more people to come on in. So I'm thinking about bringing guests in, and like I said, this is a Halloween night, so we're gonna probably bring guests in. If there's any stories that I forgot to mention, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna have a conversation for it. So what we're gonna do right now, we're gonna probably wait until 8:15 until we get started because I want people to just come on in, and we're gonna have a conversation on a lot of stuff that's going on. So I hope you guys have a happy and safe Halloween. I hope you guys be aware of all the surroundings happening around this country and around the world. So you know this is the day for people just to dress up and let's celebrate being this is a Halloween. This is not a holiday, but still people are dressing up for this occasion. So we're going to be waiting for more people to come on in, and we're going to have a conversation. So so I just could not wait until really the next 3 weeks. um I'm going to be on Carnival Celebration. in Miami for, which is a new Carnival cruise ship that's going to happen. So I'm going to be involved in that. And so basically, I'm going to be I'm going to do a live stream on that as well. So on November 21st, which is 3 weeks away, I am going to be on a Carnival cruise ship called a Carnival Celebration, and I'm going to stream it live. So I want you guys to see it for yourself. So if I go anywhere, I'm taking y'all with me. I'm taking you guys with me. So you're gonna definitely have. I'm very excited about this. It's like 3 weeks away. So I'm just gonna be happy and just wait for things to happen, and hopefully we will have a great time on the celebration. So, Kathy Lee Gifford, her daughter, is going to be the godmother of the celebration. And of course, rumor has it, we don't know if it's true or not, but I heard rumors that Shaquille O'Neal, Shaq Diesel will be on the Carnival celebration. But again, we don't know if that's true or not, but I heard that he is going to be there. So I'm going to attend that ceremony on November 21st. So I could not wait. I got this is the week of Thanksgiving, by the way. So it's going to be a very interesting holiday. So with that being said, we're going to wait for more people to come on in, and just going to watch this live stream right here on, YouTube, right here on StreamYard. We're going to talk about a lot of stories, a lot of cases. Uh, there's a lot of stuff that's happening. It's crazy. So we're going to have about, I say 8:15 my time, which is 9:15 Central, 10:15 Eastern, and 7:15 Pacific. So we're going to be waiting. I'm going to wait for people to come on in and we can get started on Halloween night. So yeah, this is going to be an interesting show tonight. It's going to be an interesting thing tonight. So we're going to have a good time. We're going to have a great time talking about what's going on with Kanye West, what's going on with Roland Martin and his antics. And of course, two people is basically in Georgia, as you know, are losing. Well, really, so far in the polls, they're losing. But we're just going to wait and see what's going to happen. So it's a lot of stuff to talk about. So we're going to wait until 5 more minutes until then we get started of this program. So we wait like 5 more minutes until we get started on this special Halloween edition of Lions Den show. So without further ado, we're just gonna be chilling until 8:15 my time, and so we can talk about what I want to talk about. And like I said, it's dealing with Kanye. It's definitely dealing with Roland Martin, because Roland Martin had a lot to say about us Black people, threatening that if we don't vote in the midterms, or if we don't vote Democratic, then guess what? That the Republicans gonna give you, they're not gonna give you shit. In other words, excuse my French. We're gonna get to that as well. So basically, we'll have 4 more minutes until we get started. And yeah, this is gonna be a crazy Halloween, and I'm just looking forward to whatever's gonna happen. So this is gonna be an amazing night. So sit back, relax, get your popcorn, your soda ready, or any fruit drink you got, and we're about to get started within the next few minutes or so. So this is going to be very interesting. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for the show to start. This is going to be a fun time. So hope your day is bright. And again, if you, like I said, if you're new to my channel, make sure you like this live stream, share this live stream for more news, commentary, and live streams to come. So I'm gonna do a lot of cruising as well. Talk about because in 3 weeks or so, I'm gonna be on this carnival celebration. I'm gonna streaming it live right here on YouTube as well as on StreamYard. So it's gonna be an amazing experience. It's gonna be an amazing experience. So I cannot wait for this time to come, for real, for real. So it's going to be an amazing ride for my wife and me going on a carnival celebration. Um, and so yeah, we're going to have this conversation on this special night, special night. So we got 2 more minutes until it's time for the show to start. Ooh, what a week! What a crazy week we had. I think, and a lot of black people are divided with the Kanye West thing. They're divided. One still supports him. One's like, nah, I ain't with you with this one. So it's going to be an amazing thing. And also, you dealing with Roland Martin. We definitely want to talk about this. So on this special night. So yeah, it's gonna be awesome to see this. This is gonna be really, really awesome. Uh so I hope you had a great weekend. I hope your weekend is great, spending time with family, friends, hanging out, seeing a lot of things happening in entertainment. It's just basically crazy what's going on. But we're gonna also probably talk about the Blueface situation as well with Christian Rock. This is Oh man, this is just really. I just don't understand their relationship, in my opinion. But who's there to understand that's their relationship? But still, this is just we're gonna like I said, we're gonna have a conversation about 1 minute or so. Then we're getting started. We're getting started on this. Hmm. Boom, 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 boom. So, mm, mm, mm. Ah, okay. Yep, we're about to start within 1 minute or so. So we're gonna let's keep it popping. So yep. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Lions Den Show right here on YouTube, right here on StreamYard. Make sure if you're new to the channel, make sure you like this live stream, share this live stream. We're going to talk a lot today on Halloween night. We will definitely want to talk about this. And if for those of you who just came from the Information Man Show, welcome to my live. For those of you who come to other platforms, welcome to my live as well. So let's get started on the big topic for a second. Kanye West. Ooh, this is going to be hard enough to talk about. Kanye West, as you know, make reference about the George Floyd situation, and he's been, and then he's talking about the another community. I'm not going to say it because I don't want YouTube copyright strike my channel for that. But we already know we're going to talk about another community that Kanye West was offended, and Adidas is taking away his deal and everything else. And then now you have, Kanye was talking about, of course, George Floyd, and the family isn't happy about it. You know that the family filed a lawsuit against Kanye for the statements they made about George Floyd. And so, Kanye had an apology, got an apology tour about for George Floyd and his family. But then there's been a divide in the community in a way because and some will forgive Kanye for the words, but some ain't forgivable. Like, no, what you said about George Floyd, And some will say that the apology about George Floyd was not even sincere. Because I think a week later, Kanye made a statement about George Floyd's his children's mother that made things worse. So, a lot of people say that we're a fan of Kanye West's music and we're this and that, but at the same time, when it comes to attacking, for example, when he talk about black people, his own people as a whole, when it comes to Black Lives Matter, when it comes to, basically what called slavery was a choice on TMZ years ago. and then you're talking about Emmett Till, and now the George Floyd situation is some of the black people is like, no, we ain't with this. And I know before I went on the air today, I don't give a shout out to Lamont Tyson. Lamont Tyson, he also has a platform, and he's more talking about TV shows like Power and BMF and stuff like that. But but one of the panels made a statement. Really they're saying that Kanye West has mental breakdown or have mental issues, and that's another probably reason why I think Kanye felt the way he felt, because they felt like he had mental issues ever since the death of his mother. And then the divorce of Kim Kardashian, a lot of stuff that happened with Kanye that made him the way he did. Now, picture myself years ago that, remember in 2005, and I know a lot of people will remember this, when Hurricane Katrina hit New Orleans, when people has raising money, doing telethons, raising money for the victims and their families in the Hurricane Katrina, tragedy. And Kanye made a statement that said that George Bush doesn't care about Black people. That was in 2005. Now, fast forward to this year, 2022. The question is, what's the sudden change in his tone? Whether the death of his mother, or he still have mental breakdown, have mental issues, as the lady of the panel, the Lamont Tyson show, was saying, or he just being Kanye just to seek quote unquote publicity, or this is a publicity stunt that he wants to still be seen. Now it's funny that when Kanye made these statements, about George Floyd and about with Candace Owens, saying that he referred to Candace Owens about that George Floyd, that Derek Chauvin, the cop that Floyd didn't put a knee in the back of his neck, and we all saw on live on video that it happened. But then they made it thinking that George Floyd died of fentanyl, was a drug, and basically they're saying that he died of fentanyl. All this stuff Kanye West saying about George Floyd that angers the family of George Floyd. That's why you see George Floyd filing a lawsuit against Kanye West. And then he made statements about, like I told you before, I'm not going to say this on YouTube, because we have, YouTube has some sensitive when it comes to statements that I'm saying, but I'm going to say other community. I'm going to say the other community. When Kanye West said something about the other community, you notice they shut it down completely. They took his endorsements. They took the Adidas deal away from him because of those comments he made from the other community. But then they claiming that Kanye did that because he wanted to leave the Adidas deal anyway. But in my mind, and this is really still hurting his brand. It's still really hurting him completely. And now he's no longer a billionaire status because of that. Once they took the Adidas deal away from Kanye, he's no longer I think money changes things. When basically you commit some stuff, you take that away from you, like boom, automatically. You took everything you work hard for as the billionaire status, everything is gone now because of an offensive to another community. So it's really hard. The thing of it is that when you make that statement, it takes everything away from you. But some people will say, what if Kanye was right about that, what he was saying about the other community? How the other community treat Black people. What they say was, do you think Kanye said was factual? And so it was like we as Black people were already like a forgivable mode, and basically we were divided on whether we should support Kanye or not support Kanye of those statements that he made. It's basically torn Black people apart because the people still fans of Kanye and his music. But then when he made these statements about George Floyd, about slavery was a choice, about Emmett Till, what happened to him, some people are distancing themselves from Kanye. It was like, no, I'm not, I ain't with you with this one. And some said this is just a plan that Kanye is using to basically dealing with Adidas anymore, or just basically he just want to trying to be, have a publicity stunt going on. But at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, it shows you that, we're as Black people are forgivable people, but at the same time, sometimes that we cannot accept or allow these statements to even say it out of his mouth. Now, some people will say Kanye should apologize to the Black community first, because all the statements that he made, like I said, slavery was a choice. What's going on with Emmett Till, now George Floyd, and people deserve that apology, especially George Floyd's family deserved that apology. But Kanye finally allegedly apologized. He quote unquote apologize to the George Floyd family. And the biggest question I want to let you guys know is that apology sincere? And why now you want to apologize to George Floyd's family after the damage that he said about him, about George Floyd, has already been done? All of a sudden now you want to apologize for what you said about George Floyd. And again, a lot of people in the Black community, majority of people in the Black community will forgive Kanye for that. But then when you have stuff like, for example, slavery was a choice, it's something going on with Emmett Till, White Lives Matter shirt with Candace Owens when he was in Paris Fashion Week, then the George Floyd situation. So it's really hard, ladies and gentlemen, that we as Black people, we have a decision to make, whether we still should support Kanye. And some people will say that Kanye has a mental health issue, a mental breakdown of why he said what he said going against the Black community. I don't know if it was staged, was it a plan, or he really said it, or he just, because he has a mental issue that he yet be addressed. So all these stuff is going on, ladies and gentlemen, that, people are trying to say when Kanye is already, his mental state is messed up after the death of his mother. Because I know there's got to be people around him that say, well, Kanye, I don't think you should say stuff like this. But there is nobody around him that that's going to tell him that. I'm not defending Kanye on that. But there's people that they should have people around him that have his best interest at heart will say, Kanye, what you said to this group, what you said to that group, that is totally inappropriate, and basically you need to tone down on that or something like that. And I know Kanye still got family members that talk to him, but the thing of it is that will Kanye listen? Because obviously by the death of his mother, by Kim Kardashian's divorce, and the threat of taking the children away because of these statements they made with the other group and the Black community, it's gonna really hurt Kanye in the long run. But again, most of us in the Black community will still support Kanye. But sometimes when it comes to statements about the George Floyd, about the Emmett Till, about slavery was a choice, all the other stuff, they're going to distance themselves from Kanye because of it. And again, it's crazy. I'd like to welcome you guys for a special Halloween edition of Lions Den Show right here on YouTube and on StreamYard. For the people that is new to my channel, make sure you like this live stream, share this live stream, and make sure you click the notification bell for all the news, commentaries, and and live streams that I'm about to do. Now, with that being said, with Kanye, again, and I'm going to be finished with him, I hope he gets help. I really do. I hope he seeks help. Me personally, after what he says about George Floyd, all that, I am distancing myself with Kanye. But realistically, I hope he gets help. Because I guess I don't know if this is a cry for help for him, but I hope that someone will say, Kanye, you need to see some therapy. Talk about what's going on with your mother, if it's Kim Kardashian, whatever it is, you need to seek somebody, you need to seek help with that, or you need to talk to somebody with that. Because to me, that is basically is a sickness, if he does have mental health issues and he's acting uncontrollably, like because of that, yeah, he definitely needs to see somebody or needs to talk to somebody, because thing is that if it continues, it's going to get downhill from there. Now, with that being said, let's move on to Roland Martin for a minute. And I said what I said on Twitter about him. For those of you that didn't know what Roland Martin said, oh boy, Roland Martin was on Unfiltered. It was his TV show. And basically, he's telling Black people now that if you decide to sit out this midterm elections, then you think that Republicans will help you out. Republicans, I'm excuse my French, Republicans won't do shit for y'all. That's what he said. In other words, he's pushing us to vote Democrat. And I'm a counter, and like I told you before, all these threats will make things worse for Roland Martin and other Democratic shields. Let's just keep it real. Because now you threaten the Black community from voting Democrat. And when is the last time the Democrats even do things for the Black community or for Black people as a whole? Now, I know some of the Democrats will say, well, we did get y'all, this was, Joe Biden will tell y'all, we did give you guys a holiday, which is Juneteenth, which we did not ask for. And they, we always, we give you Hip Hop Music Month. We didn't ask for that either. There's two things that we in the Black community wanted from our legislatures or our congressional leaders or the president himself. And they decided not to listen on that. And those really three things. The first thing is reparations. Secondly is tangibles. And the third is the anti-Black hate, anti-Black hate crime bill. Those are the three main things we want in the Black community, but they refuse to even listen to that. And so at least with Republicans, and I know a lot of Black men in record numbers, the Republicans, the Black men are voting Republicans in majority of the Black men, and most of us in the Black community will decide to stay home because, let's be real, they never talk anything of what they want in the Black community. They never say about reparations. They never say about, also didn't say anything about, again, the anti-Black hate crime bill. They not even bring that on the congressional floor. But yet y'all want us to vote. Y'all want us to keep voting for the same Democrats that ignore us when we did put them in office. So I posted a video right here on YouTube. Barack Obama went to some campaign event, one of the Democrats there, and there's a crowd saying, and excuse my French with that, they chanting "fuck Joe Biden," FJB, because we don't want to say it because I don't want YouTube to do what they do with my channel, but that's exactly what they said. And Barack Obama stopped his speech and said, hold on, but they keep chanting it, FJB, all the time. But to me in the Black community, people are tolerating anymore. They basically fed up with they just basically say, no, y'all never did anything for us. Y'all never, give us what we wanted. And why should we vote for you guys if y'all never give us what we wanted in return? And see, this is, the thing of it is that as one person said, the vote is not a gift. It's an exchange. In other words, what do first of all, if we're going to vote for you, what do you do for us in return? What are you going to give us in return? Are you going to give us reparations for descendants of American slavery or FBA or freedmen? Are you going to give us reparations? Are you going to give us 10? Are you going to finally get congressional leaders to do an anti-Black hate crime bill through every state after being targeted by, when it comes to police officers or vigilantes, etc.? Are y'all going to do that? That's when y'all, if y'all decide to say, yes, we will do whatever it takes, then we will go ahead and vote for you. But there's no evidence that y'all never do anything for us, but yet y'all do everything for anybody else or any other group. See? But then they talk about, oh, if you don't vote for Democrats, you're going to vote Republican. Well, at least with Republicans, they know where they stand. And they stick by it. And I'm not saying when we I made my plans that I'm not voting this year either. I'm sitting now on this election because the neither candidates, both Democrats or neither party, but Democrats or Republicans, ain't serious enough to talk about Black issues or what they're going to do in the Black community. See, this is the problem. You got people like Roland Martin would threaten Black people, the people in the Black community, saying, well, if you don't vote this year, the Republicans ain't gonna do stuff for y'all. But then they never do stuff for us. The Democrats never did stuff for us anyway. We've been voting for what, decades for Democrats. See, this is the problem, that they're trying to push this narrative that Black people are always going to vote Democrat. We're going to vote blue no matter who type rhetoric. And Black people are fed up with that. They are. They're fed up with that narrative. That just because you got a deal inside your name doesn't necessarily mean y'all represent us. And we've been voting for Democrats for decades, and nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. And so why are we even entertaining these politicians to go out and vote for them if they're not going to do something for us? There's a lot of things in the Black community that the Democrats should fight for. You know, basically, look what's going on with, for example, Jackson, Mississippi, and the water situation there, the water crisis there. Are you going to make sure you're going to push these legislatures in the state of Mississippi to do right, to give these people clean water in Jackson, Mississippi? And remember, Jackson, Mississippi is 85% Black. They're 85% Black according to Google, according to this ain't nothing new. And y'all will still want vote blue no matter who type rhetoric. And you see, this is the problem with Roland Martin. He is basically dancing to these people because they want endorsement on their end, on their platforms. But they don't give a damn about what our real issues are. And yeah, y'all pushing Black people to get your Democrat friends elected. But yet y'all don't even care about what we feel and how we survive. And y'all, all we ask for is three things for you guys, and y'all choose to ignore it. So why should Black people vote in the midterms? For example, in the state of Georgia, with Stacey Abrams, knowing that, and reportedly Stacey Abrams ain't doing well anyway in the state of Georgia by running the governor there. But then we already know her past. Like, and this is why Black men is turned off by Stacey Abrams, because Stacey Abrams is against Black men. But yeah, you got people like Roland Martin, or people like him trying to threaten Black people to vote Democrat, or you don't want Republicans to do blah, 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 blah. Like, Democrats didn't do anything for us either. And yet, vote blue no matter who doesn't work anymore. Because Black people, and reportedly Black people in record numbers, decided either vote Republican, vote independent, or stay at home. They're not even going to do vote blue no matter who anymore. Because the thing is, the Democrats didn't do nothing for Black people. Let's just keep it real. You know, they're not even doing infrastructures in the Black community. They're not getting reparations or just have discussions of reparations for the Black community, let alone tangibles. And they're not even put the anti-Black hate crime bill in. What are y'all trying to do? Or what are y'all trying to say to make things, well, or people like Roland Martin, like, well, if y'all don't decide to stay at home, you think the Republicans gonna do this for you? They're gonna do shit. They're not gonna do shit for you. Like the Democrats do stuff for us. And so the Democratic shields, I'm serious, man. We as Black people need to stay firm, hold our own, and stay on code. And that's important because we do not want people like all these Democratic shields that threaten us not to vote for Democrat because they want their people elected and they're not doing the damn thing for Black people at all. You got people or politicians like they like to twerk or dance or writing these musical instruments just to get people to vote for them. And it's not working anymore because Black people in this country are tired. They're tired of this. And this is the main reason why they either vote Republican for the first time or vote independently, or they even stay at home completely. Because the Democratic Party never done stuff for us, but they would do stuff for other communities like the immigration people or immigrants. They do this stuff for them, but they never did something for the people that's been here longer than them. And it's not right. It's not right at all. But then you have congressional leaders right now that's that's claiming they want to talk reparations, but they're really not even say anything about it or put that in their campaign trail, campaign front. But yet we Black people gonna say, let's vote blue no matter who. Not anymore. Not anymore. So, we have a lot of work to do. We know that. But at the same time, it's like, why should we vote for a candidate that's not going to represent or try to support us in any way, shape, or form? And we're just gonna keep voting, give our votes away so that people who comes in not gonna do anything for us. No, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't. So at the end of this term, like we need to let Roland Martin know that you guys are doing this. You threaten Black people to vote, and that's going to make Black people even more because you threaten them. And obviously, there's no agenda or issues for the Black community for your candidates to even talk about. So that's why that's how I feel about that. But I'm going to end this live stream with this, and I hope you guys will have a happy and safe Halloween. And if you guys trick or treating, make sure to check your candy so the kids won't getting stuff that's not even there. Also, make sure that you have make sure if you do decide to vote in this midterms next week, if you decide to vote, make sure you find issues that concern you guys that on your best interest. So that's basically it, y'all. I hope and I'm going to basically come back next week. And then by 2 weeks from now, I'm going to be on a carnival celebration, do a live stream there. So I want to let you see the entire ship for yourselves. Hopefully that you guys will tune in as well. But with that being said, y'all, hope you have a great Monday night. Take care and have a happy and safe Halloween. Lions Den is out. Deuces.